I'm Rabbi Patrick, and welcome to Kehillah. All right, everybody, I am so excited to get to have on this episode of the Kehillah RVA podcast someone that you see at a bunch of different events. He actually kind of said, well, like, I'm kind of sprinkle around different events. I don't know if I'm really someone worth discussing, but I think you're worth discussing. This is the great Javon. But first, got a couple of announcements here. So, if you are getting this before Tu B'Shvat, you know you want to come. There are 6 tickets left, friends. Second Arrow is an amazing place, and I want you to check it out. And I want you to come for Tu B'Shvat. And here's the thing: like, you get to have a life-changing experience over fruit. Think about that. You like fruit? Yeah, you get to have a life changing experience over fruit. That's what Tu B'Shvat is about. We connect our outer being, this world, this earth, with our inner being, all of our thoughts, feelings, fears, the hero's journey. We're going to have that together. God knows a lot of us could use some healing right now. And that's what Tu B'Shvat can help us facilitate. And like I said, there's like 6 or 8 tickets left. Love to have you. Tickets are $36. If you cannot afford a ticket, don't worry. We will give you a ticket, but you gotta let us know. So send an email to rabbi@rabbipatrick.com. Would love to have you. That's on Sunday. Now, before then, this weekend, Shabbat at Pam's. Pam, you know, she has the ultimate cool girl. I went to RISD house ever. She's got cats. It's fun. She's like Jewish food panicking with me via email right now about the food that she's going to serve. It'll be delicious. It'll likely be gluten free because that's how she hangs. It's going to be a lot of fun. Home hosted Shabbat. Love to see you there. The next day, here in beautiful Midlothian, you get to have Torah study. And the Torah study we're going to do, we're going to talk about spirituality and skepticism. So we're going to read about the splitting of the Red Sea. Big miracle stuff, right? But did it actually happen? And what if it did? Doesn't matter. And is it possible that by taking a very critical, skeptical view of the Bible, we actually can feel a sense of being closer to God? So that's kind of what we're going to talk about there. And there's bagels and there's smoked salmon. And if you're a vegan or you're gluten free, you got to let us know so we can have food for you. But it'll be a lot of fun. Spots are available for both home host Shabbat and Torah study the following morning. So let's get into it. Javon Walker Price, welcome back to your house.
I'm gonna say thanks for having me, but I live here.
That's right, you do live here. And that's always the funny joke, like on Shabbat when we do the little circle and we say something like, introduce yourself or whatever. Stefanie does it too. It's the whole like, yeah, I'm just sort of here, like I live here.
It's at the house. I'm in here.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. So you've been kind of out having a lot of adventures,
mm,
and you're about to go on another adventure. What's the one? This is kind of a pit stop for the next adventure. So what's the next thing you're going to get to?
a summer camp in Vermont, Camp Dream. It is a camp that um caters to, you know, impoverished youth,
Yeah.
who have like, there's like an opportunity to give them a chance at like a summer camp opportunity, like a
Yeah.
chance at, you know, the summer camp experience to, get away from, their tumultuous
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
and give them an opportunity to, be around their peers and to, let go of life stresses. Or, yeah, I should plug them, but I don't have the information right now.
Well, how about I'll plug them later.
Yeah.
I'll do a plug at the end just for them. Not sponsors of the podcast.
Yeah, not sponsors, but like a great organization, that does great things. They not only do summer camp, but they do like day
Okay.
programs too, like during the school year.
Like
Yeah.
after school programs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh, that's
And
awesome.
then they also do like summer program, like with the overnight camp being one of them, and then like the day camp being another aspect. So like the day camp like school hours.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. What do you like about doing that?
Um, I don't know. It was one, I just wanted to, I never been to a summer camp before.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this like opportunity that presented itself. And then it was like, kids that have tumultuous upbringings. I was one of those kids,
Yeah.
and then just like being able to give them something that I never had in like a positive role model,
Yeah.
Not that I'm always a positive role model, I'm not gonna say it's working. So,
No pressure, right, to be a
yeah,
positive role model.
never be a positive role model because that's just like not a thing that you can always do. Cannot always be perfect.
Yeah.
Um,
Positive and perfect are two different things, though, right?
yeah, you can be positive, but you can't be perfect because no one's perfect.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, that's awesome. And yeah, we'll definitely at the end of this, I'll record a little segment to promote them. Let this go out to the thousands of people who subscribe to this, and that needs to be one of you. So if you are looking at this on Apple or Spotify and you're enjoying this, all you got to do is click that subscribe button. It really, really helps. It helps us to get it out to more people, especially in the Richmond area. We even have people in like China who are listening to this, which is unusual. I don't know if I need to learn Mandarin. But yeah, but make sure to click subscribe and let us know. We also have fan mail. You can send us messages and all that. Okay, so you did AmeriCorps for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're kind of bounced back here, and this gig at the summer camp that's going to be in May, right? Starts in May,
Exactly.
and you come back sometime in fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you know when you come back in fall?
I mean, August 3rd, but then if there's an extension offered, then I won't take the extension.
Yeah.
So yeah, but August 3rd, 13th, I don't know why I said 3rd. August 13th is like the day that I will come back, and or somewhere in October I take the extension.
Oh, so the extension's like a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. So what would you do during that time?
Basically just like trail work.
Okay.
So like I don't know whatever project they got going on. I mean, like at the camp, like one of the big projects I want to work on is like we have at the camp. There's like the main campground,
Okay.
and then like on the pond slash lake. It's a pretty big situation.
It is a big situation. I remember that was one of like 3 photos that you sent us.
Yeah, it was like a situation like, and then like we own like a an island in. It's not really in the middle, more like the not close to the edge, but
Okay.
not all in the middle.
So there's a island in the middle of this lake.
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
there's two islands. There's one that the camp owns, and there's another one where it's like these birds like a bird island, which you can't go on.
Okay.
Like I think they're like I don't want to say they're in danger, but they're protected,
Okay, sure.
and so you can't go on there, but you can see them.
Okay.
Um,
Like you could take a boat or something and you could see them?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool.
And so like on the island, one of the big projects they want to do is in like combination with the University of Burlington. They want to do. Is it the University of Burlington or University of Vermont? One of the.
I don't know.
It's
You would know better than me.
They want to do like this ecological center like on the island.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Cool.
that thing that they're working on. So I assume that, or like they have like a lot. I mean, because it's a spring, so they have a lot. There's always room to improve or like have new things.
Yeah, there's always something to fix. There's always something to.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you should look at a Jewish calendar and find out when the holidays are, the fall holidays. And you can just tell us, like, oh, sorry, can't come for all of these events that you make me go to. I've got to do important things in Vermont.
Yeah, I mean,
See if an extensional.
All holidays are like back to back.
It's true.
Pretty like compressed.
It's pretty much a month and a half of your life.
Yeah.
That just completely is a different thing. Well, that was something I was going to ask you about because, like, you alluded to, like, a kind of a tumultuous youth and, you didn't get to go to camp and all of these other things. So, for people who don't really know you, and who knows when people are listening to this, so we adopted you when you were 16. Had you turned 17 yet?
No.
No, you hadn't yet because it was like 9 months or something like that. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, because you were legally 16, and then a few months later. Yeah, okay. So I always think of you as like we adopted you at 17 because it was so close
Mm.
after then the changed your birthday. But we adopted you and you came into this home and you sort of knew, a little bit about like what our lifestyle was like and sort of things like, kind of what the rhythm was going to be like. And the Jewish thing was sort of new for you. Like, how was that going to work? What was it like when suddenly you're being brought to these events and stuff like that? It wasn't something you had ever really done before.
Um, I don't know. I feel like I thought about that. Um, I was like, there's a lot of people, and they're gonna want to talk to me, and then like I'm gonna have to carry on conversation.
Yeah.
So it's more so like the influx of people
Right.
wanting to come talk to me, and like, you know, yeah,
Okay. So it was like kind of preparing yourself for, oh my gosh, like I'm going to be a center of attention in a way
exactly.
that I'm not used to. Yeah. Yeah. Was that weird at all?
Uh, no, it was like, okay,
It's you're adaptable.
yeah,
You're just like whatever.
it's
Okay.
it's fine.
You did. I mean, you did kind of early on though find people who you gelled with, and when they come to different things, it seems like they kind of immediately go to you, and you have a bit of a magnetic personality in that way.
I mean, yeah, when I want to, I yeah, I can socialize. I just yeah, I have to be in the mood to socialize. Socialize is not like a thing that I can just be like, all right, let's go socialize. And it's like I have to be in the mood to socialize.
Yeah. I don't really get a choice there, right? Like I have to treat it like a switch that I turn on and turn off. So, that's just a consequence of the type of work I do. Okay, so you suddenly find like you're surrounded by all of these people and we're doing all of these things, maybe that you had never done before. Was there one of the like holidays or one of the experiences that we got you into where you're like, oh, okay, like this is, I can gel with this. Like maybe the rest of it isn't for me, but this one thing, this one holiday or this one experience or this one event, like, yeah, okay, that works.
Um, the holiday with like the plate and then like the whole different stuff on it.
Passover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is it about that holiday where you're like, okay, that could work for me?
I don't know, like a little plate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. When we do like the reading and we do it as like a play, like an
exactly.
interactive play, you do a very good Pharaoh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Okay. Got it. Yeah. I mean, I remember, I guess it was the last Passover that you were here before you were running around saving the world. Yeah, you played Pharaoh in the little skit that we do. And yeah, you banged on the table. And I was like sitting right next to you, and you were like, "Get out of my sight," Hebrews or whatever. And I was like, "Oh my god."
Hey, you gotta
That's awesome. So, you're looking to volunteer. We were talking about this earlier, and you have this experience with different types of organizations that you've helped over the past kind of year. What's the, in addition to Camp Dream, has there been anything you've done in your adventures where you're like, oh, I feel good about what that was?
um, I mean, I did feel good about the tax project, like the tag uh, project when I was doing that.
Okay.
Um, I mean, there were challenges still, but got people, their tax, returns and so they could, or their homestead or whatever,
Uh-huh.
tax related tax credit.
Explain what you were doing there. Like, what was that about exactly?
It was just a nonprofit. Like it was not well, it was two things. It was Habitat for Humanity and taxes in conjunction. So taxes were like majority of the week. So like Tuesday to Sunday or Saturday,
Okay.
depending on like because the weekends were like alternating. So like six of us go here on Saturday, six of us go there on Sunday, and then like whatever that day is, we have that day off. And then Monday, after scratch that, Monday we would do taxes. Tuesday we do Habitat for Humanity, and then Habitat for Humanity was like we were all at the job site, you know, working on multiple houses and like getting them ready for people.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the taxes. I think it's what is it? I forgot the name of it. The Omaha. I can't think of the name right now. But yeah,
Was it United Way or
um,
Community Foundation or one of those types of organizations?
let me see because it's called something else. But
Okay. Okay, what is it?
um, Omaha EITC Coalition.
The Earned Income Tax Credit. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. And so you did you kind of helped people with processing their taxes, and these are low income people.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
like, so that was a good one. But then I really liked the most recent one in Houston with the restoration team.
Okay. What'd you do there?
Um, restoring homes and all that jazz. So I mean, that was not the only thing we did, but that was like the main thing they did was like home restoration. That was
Okay.
the big thing from the project was restoration. So low income people, elderly people, um, homes affected by natural disasters.
Okay.
Um, because Texas has been having a lot of those in the past couple of years.
Goodness. Yeah.
Um, so like fixing up their house, their homes, repainting, fixing up holes, all that stuff.
Okay.
Making it like wheelchair accessible for like amputees.
Oh wow. Okay.
Um, and then the other work we did was we worked at a women's shelter doing pretty much like um some like landscaping, helping in the kitchen, helping clean up. Like for the holidays, we help decorate.
Cool.
Um, we made hurricane go bags at one point with like some missionaries because they were there doing that at the same time.
Oh, interesting. You know what kind of missionaries they were?
They were Mormons.
They're Mormons. Okay. Sure.
Latter-day Saints.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Um, and yeah, they were actually like, I mean, they looked like, but they were fine.
They looked like Mormons.
Yeah.
Did they have on like the
Yeah,
shirts and the badges and all that? Okay, sure. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's their thing.
And then I think we also there was another thing we did. Oh yeah, food bank. We worked at a food bank,
Okay.
food pantry. Um, yeah. So like we did like a whole bunch of stuff in
Okay.
conjunction with like home restoration.
That's nice. And all of this is for like low income people.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, in terms of like you get out of high school, which with us was pretty quick because you did a lot of like online, stuff, whatever. You do a little bit of community college, and then you're like, this isn't for me. I'm going to jump into doing all of this sort of nonprofit stuff and helping people out and all of that. Has your view of like the world or anything like how do you feel like there's any changes you've seen in your like way you think about things or anything like that in the time that you've been going to like five different places and doing all this work or any like personal growth that's come out of it?
I don't know. I feel like I mean the main thing is that like when you are looking in the news and like you're hearing about places like Texas and how it is politically or like California or like Omaha, you know, name how many other places. And then it's just like, you know, you need to actually go there. Because then you realize
Right.
that people are just people. Like, whatever shenanigans, the government is up to has nothing to do with
Yeah.
the people.
Right.
Like, you stereotyping the people, even though you've never been there, not one time.
Right.
And then you're just like, oh, they must be this way. They must think this way. So I would say that's like enlightening, going to different places and just being like, wow, everyone's actually normal.
Yeah.
So all this like rigmarole and hubbub in the media, it's not really anything. People
Yeah.
are just trying to live their lives, and people need to realize that everyone is out for the same thing. Like everyone just wants to go to work, be able to afford things, and go home.
Yeah.
Like that is the basic of what everyone wants to do.
Yeah.
So like I would just say explore rather than like coming to, I wouldn't say, it's not really your opinion if you're listening to someone else be like, oh, this place is terrible because of this. Like you have to actually go there and form your
Right.
own opinion.
Right.
So that's a little advice.
Okay. So your world kind of expanded a little bit in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought people were like just hateful
Yeah.
or anything. I was just like, oh, yeah, people are normal. People are like regular.
We're all human beings,
Yeah,
like under the same sun.
yeah. I mean, you would make it like people would make. I mean, the media will make you think like Texas, everyone's carrying guns and like cowboys, and it's like, no, people are not like that.
Right.
Like, do some people have trucks? Yes. People also have sedans. Like,
Right.
I haven't seen one person with a gun my entire time. He's
Really?
no, I did not.
Oh. Oh wow, that's interesting because that is a stereotype, right?
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay, cool. Well, a little wisdom from Javon. Like, actually go to places and meet people and notice that they're just like you.
yeah. Places are more diverse than you think. Like Omaha,
What was the Omaha like?
it was much more diverse than you would think it is. Like large immigrant community because they do farming
Sure.
and like meat processing. So like I know like the area we were working in was like heavily like Hispanic area, even though there's like not all the people that came in there, but like heavily Hispanic area, heavy like immigrant area, low income. So
Yeah.
like that's like who we get. But like yeah, that whole neighborhood was like there was like just a Hispanic grocery store.
Right.
Like yeah, just boom.
So you, when you were sort of traveling and doing these different service projects, I mean, you were not in like the ritziest parts of town. Like you were in pretty working class,
I mean,
type areas, right?
yeah, Omaha. We were literally staying in like a Habitat for Humanity office, but it was a house.
Okay,
But we
sure.
had access to one side of the house, and the other side was like off.
Okay.
And then, like for the Houston project, we were like in an old school building,
Yeah.
like in a on a cot in an old classroom.
Yeah.
So like, not that it was like busted up or anything, because some people had like, they were sleeping in like ginormous tents and bugs attacking them, or like a church basement, or like
Right.
squeeze into like this little tiny house with like no beds and you know pots aplenty.
Yeah. I was just thinking about, there's this thread here of like what you do at the camp, like working with kids that are underprivileged,
Mm-hmm.
going into communities that are underprivileged, and then just, your own personal background and how it all just kind of ties together like that in some way. Like when you were working with people like your peers who were also doing stuff like that, was everyone sort of generally in the same socioeconomic class or have similar backgrounds, or was it pretty different person to person?
It was pretty different. Like I know like a couple people. Well, there's like one boy I know from this most recent term.
Uh-huh.
Apparently he's very wealthy, affluent,
Okay.
thankfully. And then like others were like not
Yeah.
in like really impoverished areas. Like one guy had to leave because like he had to go back home because his like mom's house was falling apart,
Oh
and
wow.
like she was like a bit older, so she couldn't take care of it, so he had to leave
Yeah.
to go do that. So and then one girl also left because like her family was struggling affording things, so she went back home to work.
Wow.
So it's really everywhere.
Yeah.
You really get like healthy mix
Good.
as far as like socioeconomically. Now as far as like intellect, this side very the bottom of the barrel was scraped.
Okay.
Well, not being mean, I am.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like it was just stark difference between the people who were there originally before the program got shut down and reorganized versus reopen and reorganize.
Yeah.
Like there's a stark contrast.
Yeah.
On like personalities
Sure,
or lack
sure.
thereof,
Right.
and just my first term people actually had personality,
Okay.
and then this term everyone was just weird. So it's just like a stark difference. Like you could pick people out in
Right.
the crowd. Everyone was more personable.
Hmm.
Like I talked to more people in my first term, got to know more people in my first term,
Yeah.
and then like this term, I did get to know like the same people
Okay.
because that's who I draw in, and then like the rest of the crazies, were just like where they were.
So people should know that if they're at an event and you talk to them, then they're not on the crazy list because you attract only the positive people.
I wouldn't say
Okay, well, it's like anything else in life, like these big companies that they reorganize or these government, groups that reorganize and then it's not the same. And so, you end up coming back and you're in this kind of middle time. And we were talking about sort of things that you're interested in. So, obviously getting a job
that.
like a temporary gig. So, but we talked a little bit more about the volunteering stuff and the nonprofit stuff. So you're thinking like maybe animal shelter or food bank type thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have like a dream situation of like this is what I would like to go and do for whatever for the next few months?
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't hopefully expect to be doing volunteer for like long because I just want a job. I want money.
Yeah,
That's,
I get it.
I don't want money. I need money. Money
Right.
is the thing that I need. I have plans for said money.
Okay. What are your big plans for said money?
For said money is saving said money.
Okay. So just savings.
Saving said money, and then I'm gonna have like money aside for like I don't know whatever.
Okay. So you're just trying to build a nest egg, as they call it.
Exactly.
Okay. That's pretty responsible at 20 to be like, I need a nest egg.
I mean, I do. Plus, I just want to work, have money that I can like if I want. I don't know,
Whatever.
so
A
whatever
car or whatever, yeah.
something. I'll just have the money, but then I'll also have some money saved,
Right.
like just. I mean, I wouldn't say just in case because I don't expect to me.
Just in case something happens to your parents,
Yeah,
God forbid.
I'm just like I don't know. I feel like I'm ready to be like what's the word on my own. I feel like the traveling has like that bug has bitten me of like
Sure.
you know live somewhere else now.
Yeah. Well, you're a young adult. That makes sense, right?
Yeah,
We adopted you when you were a teenager. You've lived with us the whole time, except for when you have done these out of town volunteer gigs and stuff like that. Yeah, you're ready for the next chapter. I
yeah.
get it. That's healthy. That's developmentally where you should be.
And it should. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just yeah,
Yeah.
just ready.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, so is there anything that you think people should know about you or like anything that you've sort of experienced the past few years here in Kehillah land where you're like, oh, that's something worth bringing up?
Well, okay, so know about me. Like, if you're gonna come like to the house, it depends. You have to catch me on a good day to be
Okay.
like,
So what's a good day? What does a good day look
I don't know.
like?
It's like it's a feeling. It's a feeling.
Okay, okay.
And it's just like we're having dinner at the house, and it's like it depends on the day whether or not I'm be social or not.
Okay.
Like, because generally, in the general sense, I mean, I'm at home. I don't feel like I'm out doing stuff like
Right.
you know,
People are coming to your home. It's not, yeah,
so
fine.
very much like, oh,
Right.
I'm just here, and like, y'all are all here as well.
Do you feel a different energy internally when we have like let's say a Shabbat or an event at another place versus when people come to the home for Shabbat dinner or whatever?
Um, it depends on the day.
Okay, it all goes back to catch me on a good day.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's just like I can have the look on my face that makes it look like I'm agitated, but that could not be the case at all. I'm just probably just that's my face.
You have
Like,
resting grumpy face.
yeah, this is my face. So don't think like dude, something's wrong. It's not, or if I'm quiet, nothing's wrong. Like either you get like really, I don't want to say animated, but like really animated me. Don't say animated anyway.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Or just like me quiet.
Right. Right. I think sometimes because you do get animated about like particular subjects you're passionate about, or like you're telling a story and you're going to tell it like, at level 10. I think that then when people see you quiet, it's like, oh my God, what's wrong? Like,
Yeah.
and that's just something that's not true about you. You're either on or off.
I mean, yeah, that happens every time. Like, nothing wrong. Just like, I know I have a big personality. And when, other people, and I'll say this for like the AmeriCorps point, because I'll just make this point. Like, other people don't have a big personality.
Yeah.
They're just in the room.
Sure.
But then when I'm in the room, I can take over the room. And then, when I give people the opportunity to like have their moment, they don't take their moment.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then when I'm quiet, then it's like, oh, thank you. Well, so this is just me.
Right.
I don't feel the need to like have to carry on a conversation or like carry on doing this thing to like at least have some engagement or like some,
Yeah.
because I'm like having to like force people to engage
Right.
in conversation.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a dynamic personality, is that people then look to you to manage the room, manage conversation, manage emotions, whatever. And if you didn't sign up for that, whether it's actually a thing that you sign up for or just what it's like in interpersonal dynamics, then yeah, like people could look at you and be like, well, why aren't you talking? Well, why aren't you leading things? Well, why aren't you, what's wrong? And then what did I do wrong? Like, what did I do to upset you?
Yeah, not like nothing. You did nothing wrong. It's just me. Like that conversation is not like and like people who know me. Yeah, that's not a conversation we have. Like they're like, oh, okay, oh, he's just regular.
Yeah,
he's animated sometimes, and like and then when he's quiet, he's quiet. That's just him. Like everybody else is on standard. I'm like, I'm not always the person that's talking. The person controlling the conversation, the person that's like at the forefront. But then I'm too, then it's like, because I've got misconfidence, twice. I wouldn't say a lot.
Okay.
But like, you should, be more humble. Or you should humble. And I'm just like, well,
I do it jokingly with you when I say like, "Oh, he's so humble."
Yeah, but then it's like
it's meant to be just being playful.
Yeah, but
I do.
I mean, I'm not taking it like.
Yeah, you don't take it seriously.
I'm taking it seriously when anyone says it. I just feel like, especially with people who don't know me,
right?
Oh, like he has a good personality. He's so overconfident. I'm not overconfident. I know that I know exactly what I'm good at and exactly what I'm bad at.
Right.
But you don't know that. And then if I put it on this facade that I know what I'm doing, you're gonna think I'm overconfident. You're gonna think I know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. You're gonna think that, I'm on this high horse. But like it's like in reality, like I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Why would I like, be scared to be like, or show you that I don't know what I'm like, know how to do that. When right. Like, if I'm not do it, I'm just gonna ask the question. Because once again, my head is not too big to like ask the question.
Sure.
If anything, I'm gonna ask the question. But it's just like, I'm confident in my abilities. So regardless of whether I can do it or not, I'm confident in my ability to eventually be able to do it.
Sure.
So I think that gets misconstrued with like, people who aren't as confident in themselves and their abilities. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you think you're better than everybody. Like you're just too confident. I'm like, especially when it comes to like AmeriCorps and stuff, I'm like, this is humbling. Like I'm going out and helping people.
Yeah.
Like anyone who was like, thought, they sat higher than everyone else wouldn't sully their hand, going to whatever area, doing whatever thing, with people who are in poverty and they need help.
Yeah, you're trying to make a difference. It's not a show.
And it's like, I mean, you can be more confident too. But like my confidence was built today. Like I know what I'm good at. I don't ever pretend like I'm the best at everything because I'm not. I love that. But like
I will say there was a funny moment where Ray Tunis and you were sitting at the table we're actually at right now, and he was showing you something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was, oh God,
something related to
trigonometry or something, and it was very obvious that it was not happening.
Yeah, I'm
like you just weren't there.
Ray knows his math stuff. He's the engineer.
That's
We
right.
all do that.
Right.
I am not that.
You are not an oil chemist.
I'm nowhere near like stuff like math. Mathematics.
Yeah.
Don't bring it to me.
Right.
Social sciences I can do.
Yeah.
But like
Not a huge fan of writing papers, but you can talk about stuff.
I remember more. I remember more than I can like. I mean, me writing is more. I like the research part of the writing.
Okay. Yeah.
And then like you have to actually condense that down.
Yeah.
And then it's like you have to actually like condense it down. Then it's like I just get in my head.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think it's fun to talk to you, because you connect lots of dots, and you connect them all pretty quickly. But I can see why that same personality would struggle to sit down and just say, okay, I can only talk about so much. I can only show that certain things are connected or topical or whatever. Yeah, so I can see why that'd be problematic. So right now, Maggie the cat is like getting all up in our business because Stefanie, aka the Rebbetzin, has taken over the office. So we're doing what we can here. Okay, cool. So you're gonna go do Camp Dream, and then you're gonna come back, and then what kind of trouble do you want to get into?
Like into any trouble. I do. I'm in between welding and electrician. I feel like electrician is way better job oriented thing.
Okay. Well, this was because you had a conversation at a Shabbat dinner, I might say, with one Mike Gordon.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mike and Becky. Thank you for making that happen.
Yeah. So I'm like still contemplating on what I want to do, and yeah, just get through, you know, technical school.
Okay.
And just move. Make it a job.
You're like, I don't care what I do as long as I do it somewhere that's not at my parents' house.
I was like, I don't know, where would I move to? Like,
right. Yeah, where would you move to? Or Maggie torture people.
I don't know. I was thinking, like, I did say, like, because me and my friends, we want to move in together.
Yeah.
Which is, like, perfect.
Sure.
Because I like them.
Okay.
And, like...
And where are these friends? Is it people locally, or is it people from other places?
No, Christina lives in Virginia.
Okay.
And then Serenity lives in New Orleans.
Okay.
But it's just, like... Yeah, we were already talking about it. And I was like, oh, yeah.
So you got to get one to move to Virginia, or you both got to move to New Orleans?
I mean, no, we're not moving to New Orleans or Virginia. I think we're done. We're like...
Oh, you're all wanting to go somewhere else.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, I was thinking Baltimore.
Baltimore, okay.
Yeah.
Why Balto?
Why? Because I already know people who live there.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Like Russell, Lee, Patricia, like are already there. So it's not like I'm going somewhere where like I don't know anyone.
Right.
I mean, this is the benefit of like AmeriCorps because you always know somebody from they're either from a major city or some small town that like you would ever think of.
Sure.
But like I feel like Maryland's right there. I do feel like I don't know if it's I don't say it's like cheaper, but like depending on like where we stay, like everything like walkable because like a city, rather than just like a a suburban area,
right?
And it's like not that expensive.
Yeah, it depends on the neighborhood you live in.
Yeah, so
okay,
I was just like, just I'm ready for that.
I wouldn't mind coming to see you in Baltimore.
Yeah, so I was thinking, I mean, Baltimore is really like the top option.
Okay.
They were talking about something like Canada. I'm gonna move to Canada.
That's a little bit of a tough ask right now, actually. A lot of people from America are trying to move to Canada.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't want to be in Canada regardless. I mean, yes, Montreal is nice, but like, no, I'm just not in the foreign market right now. Like I don't understand the currency. But like,
Well, and you have to show a skill that you're not going to take a job you're not going to take away from, someone in that country if you try to go there and work. So that's the other problem. Immigration, immigration's the hot topic right now, but if you try to immigrate to another country, the big thing is skilled labor. And if they if you have a skill set that the market in that community wants, then it's easier to immigrate. But then they also say, like, oh, but would you be taking a job from a Canadian or a Mexican or whatever country you're trying to go to? So that's the rub.
I mean, I feel like people say that, but then it's like, I mean, how long do you have to get that job?
Yeah.
Like, and then someone just moved in. They didn't really take your job. Like, you just didn't go get that job.
Right.
Like,
It's more just the paper. It's more the paperwork that I'm talking about than the morality of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I was just like, it's Baltimore's right there.
Okay.
Like,
Cool.
go to DC. Then I can like take the train,
Hmm.
and then Kira lives in New Jersey.
Yeah.
One of my friends lives in New York City.
Right.
So like I can actually go to New York City and have someone who's like lived there.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
One friend lives in Boston. I don't really want to go to Boston. So
No interest. Okay.
for like, just to Boston.
Yeah, it's just a place to go. I've been there probably 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, no, Balta, I'm just speaking as like, the dad that would be traveling to come visit you. And like, Balta works for me. That makes my life relatively easy. It's a lot easier than going to Omaha or Denver or, any Sacramento or any of those other places.
Yeah. I was like, I mean, I wasn't moving to California because it's expensive.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think Baltimore is like pretty much a good option. I'm don't want to
Okay.
and just quiet
Okay.
and cheap.
Okay.
Everything
Yeah.
like yeah. I mean, Playboy was cheap too.
Right.
Like really cheap. But I don't know.
And it depends on what city you live in too. That makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do you ever miss living in a rural area?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like gearing towards more like in my young years city because that's where you're gonna have to get the job there. Like that's
Okay.
what business is.
Right.
Like, you know, I mean in some areas they're not like expanding, the city that they're turning suburbs.
Right.
They're expanding construction like fit the people that are moving in the suburbs.
Sure.
Like
I mean, look at what's happening here in Midlothian, right? It's becoming short pump.
I mean yeah, because there's people are spreading from the city to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Like and now they have to, build but some places aren't
Right.
like and I don't know, I feel like city there's like a lot more to do and I'm young. I want to go out and have fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's perfect.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, the last time we were in Balto, it was when our friend Gareth was thinking about getting a job there. And we were in some pretty, I mean, Gareth was looking at a much higher market type of living condition than a bunch of college students and people with vocational training and stuff like that living together would live in. But
I mean, yeah,
it was beautiful. Like some of the changes they've made to, I forget what they call it. It's some kind of like the waterfront or whatever. It's really nice.
oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I would not live anywhere over there.
Yeah.
No,
You can't afford
I was
it.
looking at something today,
Were you really?
actually,
Okay.
and like, I mean, like the base to rent for like 3 people, like a 3 bedroom,
Okay.
with like work
Okay.
for like 3 people.
Okay. Cool.
It was like 1,600.
1,600 for bed. I mean, see, the problem is I've now gotten to that age where like you're frozen in time with how much you think things should cost. But the reality is, when I lived, in Atlanta, I paid, I think it was 600 a month for a house that would have been a 3 bedroom house with utilities and whatever. So an apartment in Baltimore for that same price. And it's like you're talking about a 20-year difference. That's
Yeah.
really good. It's really good.
They had like amenities and stuff. It was
Right.
like an actual like,
It's like a community college.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, had a gym in there.
Cool.
1,600
It's worth it.
dollars is like that's fine, and it's like in more like the central area. So
Yeah.
like more stuff around.
Yeah.
So then like if that price makes sense.
Yeah.
For like that. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna finish school first.
Okay.
Here.
Finish the vocational stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finish school here. And then move.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I think I'm in like a fear of it's like because I did look at some. I was 2 ideas where I'm like finish school here, move. Okay. I'm gonna get move from school there.
Okay.
And then
yeah. Yeah.
I did see some a technical school over.
Okay.
So that still thinking.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a dramatic change.
It's a big change, that's for sure. Like living on your own, living with people as an adult. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm not thinking about just pocket away money now.
Yeah.
So it's like, have like,
sure.
first and second month's rent. If I can have that.
That's solo, right. You gotta have that stuff.
If I can have that solo, that would be fantastic. Like, cause like, not that like, just like in case.
Yeah.
Like, if I can have first, second month's rent already.
Yeah.
In my bank, bam.
Right.
Then it's like, I won't be so worried about like, getting there and then not being able to find a job for like, however, like a couple weeks. Yeah. Because it really would matter because for the second month's rent. Right. Then it's like, just do that. And then like, so
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
The ideal scenario is that if you're gonna move, it's to be able to move with a job that you're going. Like you get training of some kind or whatever. You decide on a city with your friends, and then you look for a job there, apply for jobs online, whatever, get the job, and then when you move, you don't have to worry about, whatever. But you still have the moving money, the first and second month's rent and deposits and blah 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 blah.
So
that's your thought.
Yeah.
What do your friends have to say about that? Or have you like gone that far with it?
I mean, first it was like we were talking about like, different places.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're just like a constant conversation.
Sure. Yeah.
So like we're just all planning.
Okay.
And thinking.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah.
I like it. So okay. So you're gonna do technical school, you'll get a job. What's after that? Or do you want to just kind of stick to a vocation and do that for a while?
Technical school will be like, I don't know, plan is, move, work that same job 6 months. And then after 6 month mark, like taking classes.
Okay.
And just like, paying for school like 1-2 classes.
So you want to do like 6 months of just I'm the working man. And then you'll like figure out your school situation.
Exactly. Or a year. Like this is like, 6 months is like a very just like a starting.
Yeah, especially if you're moving. I mean, there's a lot of adjustments that kind of go.
Yeah, so 6 months is like, there's like a the base blueprint.
Yeah.
But then like if it's a year, I mean ultimately I'm gonna finish school regardless.
Right.
So it doesn't matter.
What do you want to like? What's the goal with finishing school? What do you want to be? What do you want to do?
I mean, ultimately goal is law school.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm focused on the little stuff. That I mean, I don't know. I go to law school at 60. They're gonna all take it. Like, this is not like I don't feel in the rush that I felt like coming out.
Why did you feel that rush coming out of high school?
I don't know, because everyone was making it seem like if you don't do this in this amount of time, then you're like, you're just gonna be
digging ditches, as my father would say.
Like, pretty much. Like if you don't do this like in this manner, like at this pace, then like you're dead done. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna feel that down.
did having the experience of traveling and doing all these different projects help to kind of break you from that a little bit, or
I mean that and like talking to actual attorneys like who didn't have like a traditional path,
hmm
like Kathy,
yeah, shout out to Kathy Poindexter.
or like, all the other people that I met like through her, like, going with her to court,
Yeah.
and they didn't have a traditional path, and yeah, so just like she could be a successful lawyer,
hmm
and she didn't have a traditional path, and she didn't go on this, timeline of,
hmm
22-year done, and then like, going into law,
Right.
so I'm just like, take my time. I'm young. I realize, I can like, I
It
am
just
like,
dawned on you that you're not even 21 yet.
exactly.
Right.
So it's like I'm like, to
Right.
be like, live my life
Right.
and also like have a working life. That's all I'm doing, like technical
Sure.
thing. Mainly because, shorter time, you make a lot of money doing it.
Yep.
And so I just want to like, save money, work and then be able to like go to school and then eventually get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm getting ready to start law school.
Right.
And I could like I would have saved enough at this point to be able to take a year off
Right.
of like working and then just like going to school full time and then, being able to like, by the time second year comes, go back to working and then third year out of technical and like going in like
Yeah. There's an idea among creative people called be your own patron. Like, so back in the day, and maybe even still today, there's like patrons of the arts, right? Like rich people who would throw money at artists to create all day.
mm,
And sometimes you have to be your own patron. Like you have to find some way to make as much money as you can so that then you can slowly pursue the other thing that you're passionate about. And it's a similar kind of situation with you where you're like, what's the thing that I can do that won't absolutely destroy me, or bore me to death? That like,
I mean, yeah, like electrical. Like,
yeah,
what are you not gonna need that?
yeah,
Like, if I can do it myself, then let's save me money on something.
electrical, plumbing, welding, HVAC. Like, we have a family friend that has an HVAC related business. Guy's doing great, and he studied like history in college. Like, he's a very very smart guy. Um, yeah. Okay. Cool. So, just kind of rounding it up. Do you think that there is anything like if you could give advice to people who maybe are having their first Kehillah experience, like they're coming to the house for the first time, or they're going to an event for the first time, like you were at one point in your life with us, and you notice this too, like if you see new people come in and you see what the vibe is. Do you have any advice for people about like how to kind of do this whole Kehillah thing?
I feel like it's like anything you go to,
Yeah.
like it's just we all have that like first birthday party we're going to, or that like family reunion we're going to, and we're always gonna see new people, or we're gonna like that new job know
Right.
like so just going there like that, like with the expectation that oh yeah, there may be some new people here, and just like go talk to them. Like I do feel like if there comes a point where you're a certain age where you should be able to like you know step outside that
Right.
comfort zone, and like okay, I know them, but I'm gonna get to know them, and then like you know people around here are like the older crowd and then like a younger crowd, so like there's opportunity like to meet some like fascinating older people as a young person,
Oh, that's a cool way of
you
looking at
know,
it.
life conversations with them. That get good time. At least from my experience. But I feel like it's me and then rabbis here, so of course they're gonna give it. Um,
I hope that they would give good advice to
and
everybody.
then,
It's true. It's true that the older people do like to come up to you and give you advice.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then like for like the younger people, like that's if you're a new young person, and, that's community right there. There are also families. There you go, play dates. There you
Right.
go. It is like a mixture of different people that you can get, a mixture of different things from.
And that's a good point that you bring that up because a lot of the sort of synagogues, I mean, I'm not going to speak for anyone outside of us, but like a lot of the synagogues or like federation or whatever, they do a lot of events that are geared towards a particular age group or demographic. And that's great because you maybe want to be around people who are like you or have the same interests or in the same stage in life. But it's really important that people of different ages get in the same room and do the same thing.
I mean, yeah, just like, just I don't know, you have a family, and then like, it's like, oh yeah, you need a babysitter. I'm pretty sure all
Right.
the people are like, why not? Like,
Right.
you want to go out with some people. The young people are right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about creating a social circle and like mainly a community that's there for each other. That is an opportunity.
Well, thank you so much, Javon. Really appreciated time with you. And if you happen to know of a seasonal job or volunteer opportunity for this incredible young man, you know who to reach out to. You can reach out to me. We promised that we would say a little bit about Camp Dream. So Camp Dream envisions a future where every child and teen, regardless of their background, thrives with equity and sustainability, breaking systemic barriers. It's a great organization. They started Dream with an understanding that the current system favors only a few. Many people lack access to resources that should be basic rights, and this can be a barrier to achieving their full potential. And their goal is to fill that gap. They operate 6 no-cost programs as their vehicle for change. Each of these programs is implemented with the communities they serve, ensuring every initiative meets the unique needs and aspiration of their youth and families. If you want to learn more about Dream and Camp Dream, visit dreamprogram.org. Not a sponsor of the show, but it was what we had to do in order to get Javon to be a guest. Now, let's talk about Second Arrow. Oh my goodness, our friends Second Arrow. Church Hill Yoga is happening. So hands-on adjustments, grow your yoga practice with them. A beautiful environment, wood floors, artful walls, and the smell of coffee. You may even see Rabbi Patrick doing some of his work because the wonderful people at Second Arrow are supporting our congregation by providing space for us to build Jewish community in Church Hill. Now, the great thing about Second Arrow is that they believe in the warmth of coffee, tea, and community. This is a place where they integrate yoga and physical therapy to meet RVA's need to heal from an injury and work to prevent re-injury together. Wonderful people. Make sure to check them out, secondarrowrva.com. That's secondarrowrva.com. We'd love to see an event there, and we'd love to see you supporting this business.